Hey guys, welcome back. Today I've got a video for you showing you a load of sneak spots, rat spots and off angles to hold on Zero Down to get you some free kills and loot. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like, commenting and subscribing, it would mean a lot. Turn on the little bell so that you get notified when I do upload so you don't miss out on any. If you want to see another one of these, please leave a comment below and I will get another one posted straight away. I have a ton more spots that I haven't showed you here and that people don't know about. Hope you enjoy. Getting right into it, this is the first one that a friend of mine actually showed me recently called Vam, and this is a nasty spot. You'd easily climb up onto these by barracks, get an angle on the door early game when the team's pushing through, or you can look where the spot is into the main doorway. It's unbelievable. Not had a chance to test this much, but I don't know anything about this at all. You can also jump onto this, I found out. And then lean around and get as I was testing this and recording, you see a team ran into me. You unfortunately can't jump up onto the red containers above, which would be very nice. If you revive on, you can then move straight over here. I'm going to show you this one as well, which is one of the most common, which everyone knows. But it's amazing. It's great for fights, getting a little flank. You just have to be careful of this bit here that I'm aiming at. It sometimes knocks you off. Okay, still in barracks. There's all these tents you can jump up on. They're amazing. They all have invisible ledges around, and they're so good for getting angles onto different parts. And the main thing with this game, it's like Rainbow Six Siege. You just need angles that they're not expecting you to be at. And then by the time they notice and try and flick to you, you've already at least cracked their armor if you can aim, or killed them. This is another one of my favourite ones, to be honest. I will ignore the drone. You can look all the way down into cement plant instead of standing on those boxes to the right. You get a much clearer view. You can look over the top towards that spawn. You can look left towards the gate. Look everywhere. This one is more of a novelty one. It gives you a pretty good angle, but I'm fairly sure they can see your gun sticking through. What I'd do is lay down in it away from the hole and just stand up and shoot them as they came closer. You can also sit behind here and get a different angle through, or lay down and look through the glass of the windows and shoot them that way. That's probably the best idea. This is just a real simple one. It's a very niche angle, but if you want to check outside down there for teams pushing you, it's very helpful. This is down towards the cement plant. I found this one earlier today actually, and it's quite a good spot if you're running out through the tunnel or the door behind. I don't think they're going to expect you, and there's also a couple extra places you can sit, so you don't even need Byron to get here. You can just jump up, and you're even higher up. They're not going to expect this at all. You're going to get a free kill. And then to make it even better, you can actually boost onto that little ledge above the door. This I want to try and game. It's so bad. You unfortunately cannot go over the fence that way. It's an invisible barrier. I tried many times trying to run over and boost over it. It doesn't let you. It doesn't let you get around the corner either, unfortunately. Nevertheless, it's still an amazing angle to hold. Just showing you proof that you can't before anyone thinks you can. I don't want anyone to die doing it. Okay, so this is a real simple one, but I like to jump back here instead. And if you get the angles right, you can actually lay down and look underneath the scrap metal to hold the angle to the left where they come from, and the one to the right where there's another spawn. You can look between the ladder and the pole. They're amazing angles. You can also get some long angles if you have a sniper, but I would mainly use that to look through the others to the spawn. This one you do not need Byron for. I will show you after how to do it without. You just run along the fence. But if you have a sniper here, that's a great spot to look through into the building at Substation. You don't have to go as close as to going onto that building. So this is it without. You just run along, nice and easy. This is probably my favourite part of it, if you lay behind the box instead of on it. If people are pushing you, you get some sneaky angles, which is the whole point of this. You just want off angles that people aren't expecting. Help you win those gunfights. This one is very good. I would recommend holding Alt or whatever your slow walk is, so that you can move a bit more smoothly. There's also another angle over here. This one I found was a bit more difficult to look through and see, but if they're close you could use it in an emergency to get a couple of bullets off if you wanted. Okay, this is in Substation. This one I think most people know about, but this is great. If there's a busy gunfight going on and people don't know, it's great. My advice is just look to the right of that wall, because you go to the left slightly as you boost. Then you just run and jump onto the air conditioning and just run through it. If they're not expecting it. This is a mini sub, so as most of you probably know, you can climb up onto these. The bits on top are actually not solid objects, I found. You can just walk through, but they do still appear as cover, visual cover, so they're handy to lay behind. Just get some little angles. I don't think they're going to expect it, especially since most of the characters' helmets are grey. It will blend in with those. This is my favourite that I always do. So quick to get to, and you just get a little peek around the corner. People pushing in. I've used this a lot in actual games, and it works very, very well. Surprisingly well, considering it doesn't look that effective. I also found over here, if we ignore the beautiful nails I found, that you can climb up onto the little building behind me. So you need vantage to boost over, but it does let you get some nice little angles through onto the ramp coming up, or to Camp Substation. You can also see straight up past the mini sub where we came from initially. You just get some really nice angles. Very nice. Okay, so this is over towards the visitor centre. You can lay behind it and walk through, which is, if you want to be a rat and camp spawn, it's an amazing thing. You can't go wrong with it. They're not going to kill you unless you're extremely bad. If you lay like this, they can't see you from the other way, so this is just a hiding one, and then you can jump them and get closer. I also found that you can lay in here if you want. Another just jump out surprising last second. Or, this one I'd probably do, sit back here. You just have to be careful that your gun doesn't poke through the wall. So I'd recommend putting your gun down or to the right, so it's very much into the wall, it's not going to stick out. This is in the visitor centre. We all know this jump up. We can jump onto these little umbrellas. It's very situational, but if there's someone in the visitor centre, it's just a different little angle to hold. And if you go to the same place, you can actually run along the entire wall across here. I'm sure most of you know, but for those of you that don't, this is frustrating when you're trying to extract with a couple minutes left and there's someone laying like this, peeking through the ivy, which doesn't even need to hold onto the wall apparently. But yes, this is a great angle. You can crouch or lay down there. Still in the visitor centre at the other side. You just walk up these sandbags, simple jump onto there, and you get a nice onto the road. I found that to be a very helpful one. This one is also a very, very common one. Don't need any special operator, just vault onto the cacti, climb up, get a nice view outside, down onto the road. This one is just outside there where we were aiming. There's a lot of tree jumps in this one. For good reason, because it's impossible to see people in them unless they start moving. So if you do get in, we'll just stay still. This one is actually very nice. You can wiggle your way all the way up that branch actually. Get a nice little, you can aim down to your left, or you can look behind you onto the road. I recommend if you have trouble going along the branches, either crouch or lay down, and when your character starts to do that, it means you're going to fall off if you go any further. So at least laying down stops you from actually falling. But as you can see, most of these can be used for a variety of angles. If you practice, you'll be able to get into these quickly. They can definitely get you a free kill. This one's one that's been in for ages. I tried to test if you could get onto there. You definitely can't, unfortunately. But you can run all the way around. And you can do the same on the other side actually as well, which I'll show you after. You can sit in the bush. They're not going to expect you to be in here anyway. But sitting in the bush is a good idea. Or what I would tend to do is probably sit in this little crevice just here somewhere. You don't see them running by to your right. Just hide in the crevice, wait for them to run by, shoot them in the back. I would like to reiterate that I do not play like a rat every single game. It's just helpful to have, especially if you play solo like me. If you get a free kill before the actual fight starts, it's very handy. We've gone over to cement plant here. We go up the stairs. Simple jump that I'm sure everyone knows about. But you can actually, I recommend crouching for this so you go slower. Going all the way around the corner. You get a nice little jump onto the yellow railing, and you have to be vibrant for this one. You just boost over here. So you can either hold it down and go from here, which I would recommend. Or if you want to be able to see more around you, you can vault up onto this ledge in front. And you can also use it just to drop off and get out of the cement plant quickly. Going back up to the top, there's another way you can go around. You just jump on this. This is a much simpler, easier way. And instead of going to the left, you can boost on here. You get a few different angles. I've used this in fights actually to kill teams down there by the bomb, so I'm just aiming. This is also a very nasty angle to camp. People hardly check to the left there, from my experience, let alone check up there. It's great. I also realised as I was filming this that you could use it to camp the underground. So if you have a scope on, I don't think anyone's going to be aiming back there. This is the good old-fashioned spawn camp in the tree, waiting for people to extract. You can crawl quite far up this. You're very well covered. If you don't move, people are not going to see you unless they are intentionally checking. You can also jump onto here actually, which will extract you, but if you lay to the very right of it, down here, you can hide, but I would not recommend that. It's well known now. Instead, I would jump on top here, and I would sit on the very edge of it. Should be able to lay down just on the bonnet to the right. There you go. And it's just a slightly different angle. You can be covered by the tree, and if you want to extract, all you have to do is a tiny shuffle to the left, or just drop back to safety. Okay, this one is this one's pretty good for that angle. That's the good angle. They do not see you. I had someone look at it from that point of view, and you cannot see anything. There's no way. You can also crawl all the way up, which I failed to do, but you can get quite far up in there. And the tree next to it here, you can also get into. You just have to make sure you've got into the right parts for these, that's the main thing. This one is probably a more practical one, if someone's coming from cement plant or from barracks to your left. In a minute, you'll see me go further up the branch. So I would recommend testing these yourself. See which branches you can go up. I've not tested every branch in the map. There'll be loads that I've not shown that you can do. There's a load more that I have saved already for another video. But that angle there is amazing. The one through there keeps you covered until they come in. It's really good. And while we're here, I've got to show just a cheeky little rat spot. This is not for getting kills really. This is if you're getting chased as a solo by a team. And I have done this before. I've just laid in here and they've all run by. Or if you want to play a custom game hide and seek or any of these things, it's fantastic. It's great. This is a very simple one. But I don't see many people use this at all. I think I've seen maybe one person do this. I like playing on these all the time. I always focus my gameplay around using off angles when I'm not in admin or something very obvious. It's amazing. It gets you so many kills. People just don't expect it. I also did this against the team. I pushed them this way while they were behind me. Dropped the little knockback ability that Byron has. Easy game. This one's great. I wish this would let you boost over the fence. It doesn't. I tried, I'll show you. But if you could boost over the fence too, straight into there, that would be so good for pushing a team. But even this one, if you have a scope on you, I mean all the way down there, you can see the edge where it goes in from the admin office. It's really, really good angle. And yeah, unfortunately we can't go in. This is very simple. Just a little off angle for watching the main thing. If you want to boost over here, there's a little invisible ledge across these. They have it on most of the tents and the containers and everything. And this is actually very nice for watching the spawn back there, or even checking towards your right. You can go all the way along this container. So you can go back more and you get an angle way further around, which I don't show you in this, but I would recommend go trying that yourself. Gone back into all the tent area. This one, extremely simple, but it's definitely effective if they come to that little back tunnel. Nice little hole, they're not going to get you. Okay, this is just behind admin where all the shipping containers are. Just a simple jump pattern if you want to just hold the vault. If you know someone's in and they're going to come out this way, at least they're not going to aim up. You can also aim all the way back towards where the extraction entrance is. There's a couple down here actually, which I believe I will be showing you. These are fantastic for jumping on. Again, if you come back chasing you, you can just hop up on one of those. It's just anything that buys you a second of time to get the first couple bullets in is all you need. That's how you win fights. This one in particular, I found you have to jump on it on the right side, otherwise it won't work. And then you can just boost up on here, lay down, hold an angle. Again, it's all about getting that extra second. That's how you win fights. As long as you can aim and you don't have great bullets like I do here. That's how you win fights. This one's a little bit further down. Just jump up on the ledge and lay down here. I would say a very common one, but I don't actually see anyone doing any of these, ever. People just tend to sit in a corner or lay down. This one I have seen one person do. I'm sure a lot of people know about it. It's a little invisible ledge on top of that pallet there. You jump all the way up here. You get a nice angle in towards garage and all of this area. You can also jump up on here. And unfortunately this is the same as one of the spots before. You can't boost over. It's the same as in barracks, unfortunately. This one's just to the left of it actually. This one you need Viron for just to boost over onto the container there. And what you can do is hold the very left side from here, which I would recommend. I would not push up here, I'm just showing that it's possible. I would sit further back. Okay, as you can see, the Spider-Man area. Jump up onto this bit. There's multiple ways of getting onto this. I never see anyone hold this. But if you sit here and you walk further back in this container, which I'll do now, you can look all the way down that road and you'll see anyone that's going for the extraction. This is in the extraction. Very, very simple spot. I absolutely love this. There's so many in this room. I have like another 3 that I could show you. All open here. And I love these ones because you only have to watch one at a time. One doorway. The other one you're completely covered from. Again, this is more of a hide and seek or just a rat spot. Like, I regret showing that one. I hope people don't do it. I really don't have to kill anyone in there. Okay, this one's outside the visitor centre, and this is to get into the tree and look down into this little maintenance station. So you can either aim between the branches here and hold an angle down, or you can crawl further up that branch in front actually. You get quite far up it, and you can lay down there and watch. You can actually see a few ways up there too. You can see up that ramp where the bot just went, and I believe you might be able to see over the wall behind you that we climbed up to see back if you stand up from here. So that's very nice. And that's the whole video, guys. Thank you so much if you made it all the way to the end. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you get to get some free kills using these spots. I also hope that they're not in games with me, because I don't want to die to these. Because I use them a lot, I know how effective they are. But I hope you guys have fun. Go use them, come back and let me know how it was. Let me know if you want any more, or if you want some on a different map. I have absolutely tons of these. I'd love to make some more videos. Thanks for watching, guys.